Fear. It's something we all face, whether we're standing before a difficult decision, a challenging situation, or even the unknown. But what if I told you that fear doesn't have to be your enemy? What if you could transform that fear into strength and use it as a compass to guide you through life's greatest challenges? Today, I want to share with you how to become a fearless leader of your own life. Many years ago, as I walked through the forests of the Himalayas, I came across a towering cliff, one that many monks had told me to avoid. They said, "It's too dangerous, it's too steep, it's not worth the risk." But there was something deep inside of me, something stronger than the fear of falling, that urged me forward. The cliff, I realized, wasn't just a physical challenge. It was a metaphor for life itself. Every obstacle we face, every mountain that seems impossible to climb, is an invitation to rise above our fears, to find the leader within us. Let's start by understanding something important. Fear is not something to eliminate, but something to understand. Fear comes from the mind, and the mind can either be a wise guide or a deceiving trickster. When we face fear, the first step is not to run away from it. Instead, we ask ourselves, what is this fear teaching me? As a young monk, I struggled with this. I feared failure, rejection, even the unknown. But through self-reflection and mindfulness, I began to realize that every fear I had was a mirror. It reflected parts of myself I hadn't yet explored. For example, when I feared failure, I realized it wasn't the failure itself that caused me anxiety. It was my attachment to outcomes, to expectations, to things I could not control. In those moments of uncertainty, I learned to embrace the process, not the result. You see, life's challenges are never as daunting when we learn to accept the journey. A leader's greatest power is not in their ability to control every situation, but in their ability to remain grounded in the face of uncertainty. And this is where mindfulness comes in.
Mindfulness is the art of being present, of observing what's happening inside of you and around you without judgment. It allows you to respond rather than react. In moments of fear, mindfulness helps you separate your true self from the emotions that cloud your judgment. It allows you to ask, what's important now? Think of a river. The river flows without hesitation, without fear of what lies ahead. It simply flows. Similarly, a fearless leader doesn't avoid the challenges. They embrace them, knowing that the obstacles are a natural part of the journey. Life is like this river, constantly flowing, constantly changing. And your role, as the leader of your own life, is to guide the flow with calmness and clarity.
I've learned that real strength comes from surrendering to what is. It doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means being at peace with the present moment, accepting that not everything is within our control, and knowing that this acceptance allows you to move forward with grace. As you move through life, remember this. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your wisdom, to grow in resilience. And the more you practice mindfulness, the more you will see that your greatest obstacles are not external. They are internal. Your doubts, your fears, your attachments. A fearless leader is someone who faces their inner battles with courage, understanding, and patience.
And so I leave you with this question. What would your life look like if you no longer allowed fear to control you? What if you could meet each challenge with a heart full of courage, a mind full of clarity, and a spirit grounded in peace? Remember, true leadership begins within. When you lead with mindfulness and self-awareness, you become the fearless leader of your own life. May you find peace in your journey and strength in your challenges.